back, rivals. This is Xonia, and you are in this... Try this again. 3, 2, 1. Welcome back, rivals. This is Xonia, and you are in the zone. Today we have another special daughter edition of ELO. We're going to try and do 5 more matches. Today's kind of more of a special, not focusing on new players, but on kind of medium level to maybe some higher level players. I don't know. We'll see. Normally I start with 1,000 ELO. Today I'm going to be starting near 1,200. The reason is because, if you see here, we've got the EN Flash Mob Jan 16. This is a Flash Mob event which apparently has been happening in many of the different communities here. It's hosted by Pilot, aka Jamox. Sorry, I forgot your name wrong. One of the event team members works really hard in order to get some great events up for us. And the basic idea is that your top score counts for the month. And so this is for January 2016. And you need to do the best you can in DT, both T1 and T2, Survivor, T1, ELO, and T2, and in ELO itself. The goal is to get enough points in order to score points, in order to get these prizes. So basically, even if you come in, if you only get 5 points, you're going to get at least 20,000 clints, 1 gold token, 2 silver, and 6 bronze. Now you only get to participate in 1 flash mob, and it's only for January, so this video is going to come out tomorrow on the 11th, and so that means that you're only going to have about 3 weeks, a little under 3 weeks, in order to finish up, well, anyway, about 3 weeks to finish up this. And so even if you're not very good, you can still score some pretty decent prizes in order to get you one really good card. And all you really have to do is try to take part and do halfway decent in daily tournaments, Survivor, and ELO. My personal goal, is to try and get to 40. Kind of my low goal is 40. My low to medium goal. My high goal is to try and get to 50. I don't think that's going to happen, but we're shooting for 40 points. If I can get 40 points, that's 300,000 clints, 10 gold tokens, 16 silver, and 20 bronze, which I think is an amazing prize. As you can see, this is pretty good. So, how do you get these points? Just quickly, if you scroll down here, in each of the different sections, you can see where the point totals are. So down here in the French section, we have DTT1. So doing a daily tournament, if you can score 400 points, that's going to be worth 10 points in this event, which 400 points, if you're pretty good, if you're able to do well and play fast, that's pretty easy for most of the high-level players. If you're like me and you're just kind of normal and you're playing with a missions deck or you don't really care, but you try semi-seriously, you can probably get at least a 325, which is 4 points. I've been really working on my DT recently. My highest right now is a 375, so I'm going to try and push it up over 400 before the end of the month. This is basically the same scale for both DT T1 and for T2. You'll need to have a different deck, obviously. If you look in the Portuguese and the Russian, you'll be able to see the Survivor totals here. So if we go to Portuguese, that's Survivor T2. The reason I decided to join this event in the first place was because recently I got a 13 in Survivor T2, and it was actually on January 1st, so that's worth 10 points for me, which automatically gave me quite a bit of points for this event, and it was one less thing that I actually had to do, giving me more time to focus on the other things to try to bring them all up to about 10 points. And then last here in, sorry, I guess this last one is the Russian one, is ELO. And so ELO is what we're working on. My top score in ELO is a 1293, which is right in here, worth only 7 points. So I'm going to try and push above 1300, but really, my ultimate goal here, I'd be really happy if I can get to 1288. And actually, so far, I've been able to get to I think it was a 1245. So I'm at least guaranteed 5 points in the ELO as of right now. I'd like to try and do really well this week so I don't have to keep doing ELO. So hopefully today, if I can do really well on these videos, I might be able to push into at least 1263, maybe get myself up to 6 points. That would be really awesome, but we'll see. So that's basically what we're doing today. Originally, I'll go ahead and go over here to the game in ELO. This doesn't have my entire list, but I started out with a La Junta deck, kind of a scrub La Junta deck, just doing lots of damage, and I ended up getting all the way to 1250 something, and then I lost a few, and then I pushed my way back up to 1246. So 1246 was my max. I only lost like 3 matches out of my first 20, so I was really happy. And then, as you can see, as I went at it last night, this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I lost 9 matches, I won 1, and then I lost another, and I was just like, okay, I'm done. I'm at 1150, I don't want to go any lower. And then just a bit ago, I got back on again, and I started, and I lost a few more. Fell all the way down to 1100, and it was just very, very discouraging, as I'm sure you can guess it probably would be. In almost every single one of these matches, I either played aggressively when I should have been more conservative, or conservative when I should have been aggressive. I found myself switching. I was getting very frustrated. You can ask my wife. She will definitely agree with that. And I changed to a All-Stars deck. So right now what I'm using is this All-Stars deck. Pretty standard All-Stars. Amir, Hartnett, Jesse, Mulligan, Nathan, Oksana, Quinn, and Randy. Nothing really special about this other than I'm, I guess, a little bit better with All-Stars, and All-Stars is a very strong clan for both tourney and in kind of the ELO T1 area. So my goal is to kind of have more power than my opponent and just try to do as much damage as I possibly can. So let's go at it and see how well we can do. Alright, so let's go ahead and close this and then jump into ELO and see how we can do this week. Alright, let's get into our first match, and hopefully we don't get completely crushed. We're sitting at just under 1200 ELO, or at 1190 something. I'll write it over in the corner. L4F, Dynamo. I think I played him yesterday and got absolutely destroyed. Alright, so we've got FPC and Skills. We're looking at Kusuri, Shifu, Tsubame, and Plunk. Thankfully, we've got quite a bit of damage here. We've got the Plunk opening. Maybe looking at a few damage to try and go in big with Tsubame. I don't know, but let's see. Well, Tsubame is not going to be quite as big of a problem or an issue. You know, if you're going to go in, here's the thing with Plunk. If I'm going to go in, I don't want to go in and just do a little bit of damage. So I'm going to go ahead and go with my Mulligan instead of Jesse. And we don't want Plunk to completely destroy us if they have indeed not played very many pills. So I'm actually going to go ahead and play 4, and that way if he has played nothing, which it seems probably the case, he hasn't, but we definitely want to guard against the all-in Tsubame if at all possible. Hopefully he's not gone in too far. Oh good, excellent. So that was a good first play. We're only going to be down 2 pills. We're going to have lots of life. That was very fortunate that we were able to perfectly pill him, but of course that does mean that we're still going to be down 2 pills. We need to figure out what we're going to do about Tsubame, who is definitely going to be an issue. We do Partnet that we can use as DR. We need to be careful because he could throw Kusuri for literally nothing. So I think we don't want to use Amir yet, just because it's not a good idea. But we also want to try and keep Tsubame from being able to get some easy damage in. So why don't we go ahead and just go to, I want to say 3, but 21, that's going to force at least 5. So that'll get us all of our pills back if he does decide to go in with Tsubame, and he does win. And that's okay, because even if he does 9 damage, I've done 6. So I really just need to make sure that I survive the rest of these cards. I also need to be able to stop Tsubame if he... oh, there's Tsubame. Oh, maybe I should have played one more pill. Oh, excellent. Yes. Oh, that was exactly what we needed to see here. So, unfortunately, this is still going to leave us at quite a bit of a pill disadvantage, but all I need to do is make sure that Shifu doesn't go against Amir. I think we have this match already. Yep. L4F Daimo has left the battle, so this should push us up over 1200 ELO. That was very fortunate. Again, when you get into these higher levels, one of the things that I've really noticed, we're up to 1215 now. One of the things that I've really noticed is that you cannot ult on round 2. If you're going to go in big on round 1 and you decide to ult on round 2, you're going to get punished for it. Because if you're down in pills, generally your opponent is going to play just a few pills to try and keep the pill lead. And especially if you're playing All-Stars, they're going to try and sneak in that extra damage because they know it's really hard to beat All-Stars. They're going to be at a power disadvantage. And with a card like Amir in your hand, they're definitely going to be at a card disadvantage or a power disadvantage. And so that's really... You have to make sure that you play kind of just the right amount of pills so that you don't play too many on round 2, but also have enough in order to do this. Alright, so it looks like we are going to be equal in stars. We've got a little bit different cards here. We do have a Nudile CR, which thankfully does not have her roots bonus. So here we're going against O Saber, level 75. We've got Jessie, Karen, Mulligan, and Nudile CR, and of course we have Nudile CR Lead, which does make sense. Let's see. So Jessie is 4, 4, and 6. I can guarantee that I will have an advantage with Amir. So if I can get a nice pill advantage, that would be ideal. I'm going to lead next round. So I'm not going to play Xonia with just 2 pills. I'm going to play with a few more. Although I am kind of expecting this to be probably a 0 or a 2-pill Nudile. So a 1 or a 2-pill Nudile CR. Yep, there's the 0. So, kind of expected. Probably shouldn't have played quite as many, but we wanted to make sure that we got that damage lead. Because now what we're going to do is we're going to say, okay, even if he keeps all of his pills, let's see. Amir will be only at 3, but we can reduce them to 2. So if we reduce them to 2, that would be, what, 26. So I need to be able to beat 26, which means that I can go ahead and play 1 more pill. Well, someone's very, very unhappy at the moment. Now, we don't want to play Mulligan next. I probably should play a few more pills than this, by the way, everyone. But that's okay for now, because if we do this, this is going to guarantee that he's going to need to at least 3 pill on Jessie, which is also going to put the 3 stars up, which means Amir will have a better chance of beating one of those 7 powers. Hopefully, Saber will think that I've played at least a few more pills, or hopefully, even better, might be if he thinks that I've played nothing on Jessie, and so he goes ahead and just plays 1 extra pill. I wouldn't be surprised here to see Jessie come out as well, because either Jessie or Karen would be the ideal ones to go against. Oh, Saber has left the battle. Interesting. Alright, well, apparently we get a free win today, which I am certainly not going to complain about. Thank you, Saber. That certainly helps me out. We're back up to 1236 now, guys. That's awesome. We're almost back to where we were before. I don't know what happened. I'm assuming maybe he disconnected. I don't see much of a reason for him to have left at that point, other than thinking maybe I could beat him no matter what. In those kinds of situations, I don't see a reason to leave early. Okay, so we've got Zverbu here with Dean, Glover, Scooty, and Thormund. We have got a star advantage, which is excellent for us. We've got Amir, Nathan, Quinn, and Randy. So, one of the things we're going to need to be careful of is Randy is going to need to either probably go against Glover or Scooty. We're expecting Scooty to go first. We want to make sure that we get this damage in against our opponent, because we're going to have a lot here. If I play Quinn, it's probably a good bet that he's going to play Thormund. He's probably going to be aggressive. I'm okay if he is not completely aggressive, because I do have Amir that I can save for one of the later rounds. So I'm going to throw a bunch of pills on Quinn and hope that this is going to be enough in order to beat whatever Zverbu plays. What I would expect is either a low pill Scooty, actually, maybe a medium pill Scooty. He could go kind of a lot further in with Thormund if he's really worried about it, because Quinn will do more damage than what he's got here. He probably notices that I have Nathan, so I have this DR that he wants to try and avoid. We could see a Glover. We could see a decent pull Glover. We could technically even see Dean, but okay, there's the Thormund. It's going to be at 9 versus my 8. Hopefully he has not played as many as me. Ah, yes, excellent. Okay, so Thormund, you might think this is a bad thing. This is actually really good because now Amir is basically free. He's basically got round 4 no matter what. And especially at this kind of pill play, there is very little chance of him being able to do what he wants to with this. Let's see, if he's got Dean, even with a min 4, I'm going to be able to take him to 2 already. And I'm going to be at 4. I don't think he can stop this. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. 4, 3. So 4 more is going to put me at 14. Can he do 10 damage? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It could be a tie with Amir, so actually I think I'm going to save this. This is hard. Because I'm not expecting him to have played that much with Dean. Let's see. 2 is going to be 18. 18, 4 means I only need 5. The only way he would be able to beat me, I'm going to go ahead and throw a Fury on this, is if he goes all in. So if he does not go all in, if he does go all in, then I'm going to be able to beat him pretty much anyway. There we go. Alright, so we've got our 6 damage. And I think, no matter what, Zverbu is not going to be able to do 12 damage between his 2 remaining cards because I have Nathan. And so I'm just going to go ahead and throw Nathan. It doesn't matter. So I think this is actually going to be a win for us at this point, because if I cut 3 off, the most he could do with Scooty would be 3, and he cannot Fury twice, no matter what, because he's going to have to play at least 1 with Randy, and he's only got 6 pills, so he can't Fury anyway. So even if he gets 1 Fury off, 7 on Glover, 1 on Scooty, that's only 8. I'm pretty sure this is the end of the match, as long as I do not randomly disconnect, or my opponent does not hack the system. I think this is over. Alright, so good games, Verbu. Apparently the slow play is my punishment for beating him, or something like that. Alright, so looks like we can rack up a 3rd win. So we're 3-0. We've hit 1251. That is awesome. This is my new high for the moment. We're going to try and jump into that 1260 if we can win our next match. So 3-0. I know I usually give you an extra even if we've got 1 cancellation, but I may have to go ahead and just do the 5 because I'm running short on time this week, in all honesty. So, alright, it looks like we've... Oh, goodness. Alright, so level 107, Super Brochette, Timber, Vector, Bernie, and Beef. I'm really surprised to see both Bernie and Beef here, but we do have Timber, so obviously he's playing some kind of game here. The good news is that we are indeed going to be able to reduce a lot of his power here, so that is an excellent start. So we've got Bernie here. Let's see, I wouldn't mind getting some of that backlash. Again, what we really need to watch out for here is the beef and timber combo. So if we go ahead and go into, this is going to require him to play at least 5 pills, I believe. And I'm okay with making him play 5 pills in order to get his 5 damage. Alright, should have played a little bit more because now he's going to get 6 damage actually, which is exactly what he needed in order to stop Timber. Now the good news here is that we've got some very high level cards, so we can go ahead and say 4 times 9 is going to be 36, which is unfortunate. Why don't we go ahead and play Amir instead, which is going to go ahead and put him down to 2. It's going to be 18. So we can go ahead and cover this in this fashion. Don't want to waste too many pills on Mulligan. This is a bit unfortunate that we have allowed him to go ahead and win with that Bernie, but he did do 2 damage to himself. So actually we'll be able to tie him this round, assuming that he doesn't beat me with a different card. He actually could go in with Beef, which I was not calculating for. This is very unfortunate. Okay, we do see Timber. This is probably going to be a 0 pill. It would be nice if he went all in. Excellent. I have absolutely no idea why he would want to go ahead and go all in with Timber other than expecting for me to not cover it, which is actually a pretty good move on his part, because usually in ELO at this point, you're going to want to try and have these people bluff in round 2. And so we've already kind of covered this, so why don't we just end this match without any 4th round. Why don't we go ahead and just end it here. Again, I'm actually very surprised to see someone this far in that I'm able to play at 1250 that's running a Timber and Beef and Bernie deck, but that just kind of goes to show you the power of these clans and what they are able to do when they get a little bit more of a bump. It's a very scary clan. And we are at 1262 now. We've gone up 11 more. 1262. I don't think that's enough in order to hit the next level in Jamox's thing. So let's go ahead and go back to the room, and I'm gonna go check it real fast. So anyway, good game, Super Brochette. Good luck with the rest of your deck. It's definitely a hard sell, but you're clearly doing well with it. Okay guys, sorry for a little bit of a skip. So we're at 1262 here, and it looks like I need 1263 in order to get plus 6 points. Seems like such an arbitrary change, but so be it. That is exactly what the rules say, so we're going to have to win at least one more. So right now, I believe we are 4-0. So let's start our 5th match, and well, hopefully I can win this one as well, but we will see. AOEM Joker. Looks like we do have All-Stars, which means he could be running. Okay. We do have Dracora, Rattle, and Ryujin. We have a Cancel Op Life. We need to watch out for that. Obviously, he's going to be able to do a bit more damage than me, given what he has here. We don't have to worry too much about Rattle, which is excellent news. We do have to worry about this Cancel Op attack, because I cannot use Xonia. And, well, anyway, let's see, so 6, so he's going to need at least 1 more point of damage. So, why don't we go ahead and start with Randy. Randy is going to need quite a bit. My guess is that he won't go in too far, or at least that's what he wants me to think, in order to get that Dracora damage off. Now, he's probably not going to be going against me right now with Dracora. However, what I am expecting here is he'll want to save Ryujin for some other shenanigans down the road, I guess. Either to stop my mulligan or something else. Oh, he's throwing card again. Okay, so this is probably a 0 pill then. Oh, excellent. It was not a 0 pill. That is kind of what we were hoping for. I don't think we could have asked for a better opening right there, because that does give us the 6, which does put some pressure on him. We are only down by 1 pill. Also excellent. So we have Rattle here. Obviously, I'm not going to be able to use Xonia in order to do much of anything. However, this is maybe my one of my few shots with Mulligan, but I want to save Mulligan for Dracora, because Dracora is the only one that's really going to be able to give me trouble. So if Dracora goes down to... Well, let's see. I think we can go ahead and force the Rattle. I'm going to have to play first, though. Maybe. I think actually I'm going to go ahead and play Xonia and save Nathan. I'm not going to play... I want to keep him honest. So I'm going to play 1 pill. Okay, he's played 3, so... Basically, all I need to do now is make sure that I win my next matchup. And I think the way I can do this is... Let's see. He's probably going to play Ryujin against me if I do that. Why don't I go ahead and play Nathan? 6. Even if he goes in all with that, 6 times 7 is going to be 42. I'm going to need over 20, which is not what I want. Okay, so 6 times 7 is going to be 42. Let's go ahead and go... I have to make sure that he can't really beat me with Dracora. Well, we're just going to have to hope that this is enough. We're going to split the pills. This is not enough to cover a full-pilled Dracora, so if he plays Ryujin, which he will, with 0 pills, if he plays it with 0, then I am sunk. Very, very unfortunate here. Yep. Because Dracora is now going to be able to get to 42, which will double the amount. I should have played 1 less pill. I think he would have been able to get me either way, even with a Fury. So we're back down to 1247. I guess I'll go ahead and I'll give you 1 more. So we are 4-1 right now. This will be our last match. Oz B-Biz, level 74, and we have another All-Stars Pussycats deck. I got very lucky against this kind of deck earlier. He has an absolutely amazing draw. I don't know how I end up against people with such good draws. We are definitely down in stars. We are down in everything. We're not going to be able to use Nathan effectively against pretty much anyone else. So I think I'm actually just going to, I think I'm just going to assume that he's zero-pilled militia. I'm just going to play Nathan because I don't want him to get that heal unless, okay, unless he absolutely wants it. So his heal is going to be able to go back and recover everything that I have just taken away. Next, let's see. Kind of want to save Quinn to be a troublemaker later. Go ahead and throw Jesse. You don't want to fall behind in pills. I'm just going to throw 5. I have a feeling I should have thrown 6. I really want to do that 6, but I don't want to get too far behind because if I leave too many pills, if I fall too far behind, then I'm really going to suffer, and obviously the YOACR from Pussycats is going to absolutely destroy me. I don't know if I've left myself enough pills as is. Throwing Jesse means that Nathan is not likely, so it will either be mulligan or it could even be I don't think it would be a low pill YOACR. I'm probably looking at a mulligan here. That's why I went ahead and threw 5 pills. Not sure if I should have thrown 6, but hopefully I wouldn't be surprised if it was anywhere between 4 to 6 pills on mulligan here. Could even go further in knowing that he's going to be able to take me out between both Yayoi and Nathan, so could even go to 7, but I'm hoping that he's going to be a little more cautious, trying to make sure that he doesn't fall behind in pills, because obviously Nathan and Yayoi are both going to be below my Quinn and mulligan. Oh, we do see YOACR, okay, so is this just going to be a... Wow, okay. So, basically, I need to take... I have done 1 damage because Militia will gain back the other 3. And I need to take one of these rounds with more than what he has. So, he's probably going to throw Nathan first, because then that forces me to either choose a mulligan or Quinn. And that's the unfortunate part, because I am not nearly high enough with my pills in order to be able to outdo him. So if he just 0 pills Nathan, basically, the question is, am I going to be able to do enough to stop a mulligan? If I Fury with Quinn against Nathan, then his mulligan would only be able to tie me, but his mulligan is going to be able to win pretty much no matter what. This is very unfortunate. I think we've lost this one as well, because we played too many and the 0 pill YOACR just absolutely killed us here. Wow. Well, that is the unfortunate side of how this is going to go down, because mulligan is going to win no matter what. Yep, there's absolutely no way for me to counter this, I think. Yeah. Oh, very, very unfortunate. I should probably have saved my Nathan for something else. Thanks for the random update. Well, it doesn't really matter which one we go right now, guys, so I guess we can hope that maybe he has made some kind of horrid mistake, which I highly doubt he has. We'll just go ahead and play our mulligan and watch him beat our Quinn no matter what. So... very unfortunate for us. I should have played much less pills, but I was afraid of the wrath that I might incur. Excellent playing Osby Biz. Absolutely nothing we could do. I mean, on any case, we were down by 2 stars, so having a 2-star versus a 4-star is rarely going to work out well, and obviously all-stars are a little bit lower on the damage end, so they were a little more vulnerable this time around. So be it. Well played. That's the end of our 5 matches for this week, guys. So we went 3-2, basically. Technically 4-2, but let's see where we end up ELO-wise. We are still at 1, 2, 3, 4. Excellent. Well, anyway, haven't fallen too far, so hopefully I'll be able to make it up a little bit higher later. But that's all that we're going to do for this week. Feel free to leave me some comments below. I'm really interested in any kind of tips that you could be able to give me. So if you're one of the higher level players who came to watch this, maybe you saw something that I made a mistake with, or that I should have done differently, just a different way of playing, please feel free to leave me some comments, because I'm trying to improve my ELO as well. I've actually only been over 1200 ELO 3 times, and the reason is because it's just not worth the effort for me in general. But since I'm trying to improve my ELO for this EN Flash Mob event, really looking forward to hopefully being able to squeak up into the 1280s, so we'll see. Anyway, that's all for today, guys. Thanks again for watching. This is Xonia, and you've been in the zone.